Right, so there's your basic shape. I'm going to rub out all the pencil now. Normally what I would do is probably get another piece of paper, draw it through again. If you have some time in your hand, I recommend you do that, because my pen lines here aren't going to be too great. They're going to be relatively jagged and sharp, like so. Make sure the eyes are clear. There we go. Right, so now I can see where I'm going. So I'll get rid of what we drew earlier. So you're left with just you and your little created friend. Let's make the eyes more apparent. Okay. Now I was also thinking of doing a series of monster sort of creatures, but I was also debating on maybe doing simple things like flowers in a jar, but everything from memory. I don't like the idea of using things as reference too much, because you take in reference every day. Every day a bit goes into your head, you're just usually unaware of it, and that's what sparks your imagination up, all the things that you've seen during the day or the week, and able to create something or dream of something. You have to use up all those bits and bobs that you see every day but don't take in. So again, this looks pretty poor up the top. So what I'm going to do is just thicken up some lines to try and hide the jaggedness. Okay. Right, now we're about 14 minutes in. We've got a relatively good shape. And all we're going to do is pencil in the shading. I won't be doing any colour at all. I'll let you deal with that, and if you do want me to draw it, again, drop me a message or a comment on the video or to my email. Either one is up to you. Obviously if it's done on YouTube and enough people decide the same thing, then I will do it. So colouring seems to be easily done on computer as opposed to on paper. For me, anyway, that's personal preference, because you have all the colours available to you for a relatively cheap price. Right, there's my little creature. So next I'm going to shade in, just going to decide on where the light is. If we throw the light in the top right, it seems to be the easiest one to do. Okay, I've just done that there just so a reference for you all. Okay, so this essentially here is going to be a circle. So if we just pencil around a little circle for the face. So we'll just curve that around. Okay, so here will be the dark part, here will be the lighter part because of where that is. So what we'll do is we'll just gently shade in around here, and we'll join that up, the armpit on that side, and a bit on the leg. Okay, so that's there. Now we're also going to hide a bit of this in shadow. Not too much, but enough. And we'll just loop its fist and cover up half of his thumb, just there. Okay. So shading is essentially the fine part of it, where you decide all its little characteristics, shapes and sizes, all within its little silhouette. I'm hoping you can see the shading a lot better. Okay, put a little bit of shade under the eye there. Not too much to make him look like he's sleepy or anything, but just to throw in a bit of detail, bring it out from the page. Okay, so the sun is hitting this one here, so this one here is shaded. So we'll just curve that around. We'll keep it quite tight because it's obviously relatively close to the light source. And then we'll just colour in the bottom there. Or his little antenna or antler or whatever the hell we'll call that. Okay, remembering that that's part of the circle. Bring that round to there. Right. Now this one here is going to be obstructed by this, so we're just going to throw in a little bit there of shade, and then this whole section here also shaded. This one can be shaded more because it's obviously further away from the light source. And then we'll curve this part in shade. So you don't have to be too overly perfect with this because their mind pretty much fills in the blanks. So what you're seeing is not necessarily what other people will be seeing. And sometimes that can work in your favour or it can work against you. Obviously over time you know how it would work in your favour and you can even exploit it. So at the end of the day you're not really doing much to the image itself. People are just taking from it what they want to. Right, we'll hide just under here in shade. And bring that down here to the foot, and then we'll just shade the underside to there. Shading hasn't got to be in block either, it could be done in sort of crosshatch methods, which is what we've done here pretty much, where you go in one direction and then cross it over in the other direction. again, that's throwing detail into the image that you haven't really